What is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you guys the full spoilers for Boruto Manga Chapter 79. So, something interesting happened this month, and that would be that instead of us getting a normal summary like we would, instead we actually had one of the leakers that normally does early releases for One Piece chapters, Black Clover chapters, and I think Jujutsu Kaisen chapters as well, decided to actually translate the Boruto chapter early for everyone. So if you guys are interested in checking the chapter out before the official release, I am going to talk about how you can do that towards the end of the video, because I'm going to spend the first portion of this just going over these spoilers. And the main reason I'm still covering these spoilers is because I know some people just like watching the spoilers in video format, and I know that some people also want to wait to actually support the official release rather than read a leaked version. So that's the main reason I'm still making this video. But if you are interested in checking out the early leaked chapter, I am going to talk about that towards the end, so just skip over there if that's all you want to know. But chapter 79, I also want to say I wrote these myself, by the way, because I ended up reading the leaked chapter and I kind of just came up with all the really important things that were worth talking about, and that's pretty much where this is coming from. So the chapter is going to be titled Omnipotence, and the cover is going to be a solo cover of Boruto with his eye scar. So pretty cool looking solo cover. Definitely recommend checking it out. The chapter pretty much kicks off with Boruto questioning Momoshiki, and Momoshiki responding with, "I told you, it's already started." And he also tells him to brace himself. He then disappears. So you already know based off the start of the chapter that something crazy is going to be going on, or something has changed. And it just makes you think about, oh, the blue eyes thing that he always talks about to Boruto in recent chapters. We then cut over to Shikamaru and the sensory team who are chasing Kawaki. Shikamaru tells the others to not give up on this, and that Kawaki will run out of chakra eventually. So they're hot on his trail, they're keeping up the pursuit, and pretty much they're really determined to make sure Kawaki gets dealt with here. We then cut over to the new gen Ino Shikacho, Shikadai, Chocho, and Inojin, and they are also planning to find Kawaki before their sensei, Moeki sensei, ends up stopping them. So I don't know what exactly they have planned. Like, do they want to talk to him, or do they want to go and try capturing him themselves? But they definitely probably have some mixed feelings on the matter, because they've known Kawaki for a little bit now. Konohamaru tells Mitsuki and Sarada to get Boruto to the hospital. So in this scene, we switch back over to Konohamaru, Sasuke, Boruto, Mitsuki, and Sarada. So he's telling those two to take Boruto to the hospital, while he and Sasuke end up joining the hunt for Kawaki. So those two head out. Sarada tells them to be careful, and they head out after that. And pretty much right after, Mitsuki ends up telling Sarada to take care of Boruto, and that he plans on joining the hunt for Kawaki as well. And Mitsuki is really, really pissed off when he's saying all this, so you know he means business. So after that, we get Sarada remembering back a little panel of a flashback to when Mitsuki said that he doesn't know what he would do if a person tried killing Boruto. So this is Mitsuki being pushed over the edge. Aside from that, next thing that happens is that Boruto tells Sarada that he'll manage on his own, and that she should go after Mitsuki, since it seems like Mitsuki lost his cool. We then proceed to cut back over to Kawaki, who is now running out of chakra, and the sensory team is near, so pretty much he's just hiding in the bushes area at this point, hoping that they don't find him for the moment. And in the meantime, we cut over to Ida, who is watching over what's going on at the moment with her Senrigan, and she ends up locating Kawaki and then she immediately starts flying in his direction with the intent of saving him. And this is something, if you guys remember back to my video I had a few days ago, I called it. I said that, I mean, it was a pretty obvious thing, but I knew Ito was going to side with Kawaki. But what happens next is something I'm sure a lot of people did not expect. Damon is also left behind over here since he cannot fly, and Ida's just really desperate to get over there and do something to save the guy she likes, right? Next, we have Amado come into the picture, and he gets in contact with Shikamaru and is asking him not to kill Kawaki. He then reveals that Kawaki has an emergency stop, just like Delta does. And however though, Amado must be seeing him for the deactivation to work. So if these conditions are met, the deactivation should be instant. Shikamaru is really not happy to hear that from Amado, that he still has a secret like this that he didn't reveal earlier. And you know, as readers, of course, we're not surprised, right? Because Amado's still pretty sus. There's probably a lot he's still hiding. I mean, he's probably revealed a good bit by now too, but I know he's got to have some more secrets. Next, Amado asks Shikamaru to promise that he will spare Kawaki if he is deactivated. Shikamaru says that Kawaki has already crossed the line and will be dealt with as an enemy unless he surrenders completely. In response to this, Amado starts getting mad. He starts shouting at Shikamaru and tells him to hear him out, but Shikamaru wants none of it. And this is pretty important because it shows you how much Amado cares about Kawaki for whatever his needs are, whether that be the daughter thing that he told them or whether that be something else he has in mind. We then cut over to Ida reaching Kawaki, and she pretty much says to him that she'll protect him. Kawaki says that he doesn't care about himself and wants her to protect Lord 7. So that's like a one-track mind kind of thing for him right now. That's all he cares about. That's why he wants to take out Boruto, and then he doesn't care if he dies because he just hates the Otsutsuki. He sees him as a threat to Naruto, and he really wants to just silence him. Kawaki, oh look at that, it says Kawaki wants to silence Momoshiki in order to protect Naruto and the village that he has carefully protected up until this point. So he does kind of care about the village too, to an extent, because he realizes how important it is to Naruto, and that's where he's kind of seeing the importance of that. Kawaki then pretty much goes on a ramble questioning who else in Konoha could even kill Boruto or would dare to. After all, he is the Hokage's son. And you can tell this is where, like, this is really hitting him deep a little bit, because he is, you know, really frustrated. He really feels like he's got to do this to save Naruto, and at the same time he kind of hates what kind of position Boruto's in the village right now. Kawaki is like, you know, then rambling on. He's just mad. He grabs Ida's shoulders and starts questioning why, instead of Boruto being the Hokage's son, why couldn't he have instead been a sibling to Naruto instead, or an outsider such as himself, so that no one would mourn his death? So I kind of agree, and I kind of don't, because I feel like if he's still related to Naruto, Naruto would still be mad, or people around would still be mad. Maybe not as much, since he's not his son at that point. But if he was an outsider, I could definitely see his point being kind of more true. Because then, you know, it wouldn't be a father-son bond, right? Next, Kawaki pretty much calls himself scum that can't even protect what's important to him. So you can just tell he's just going through a lot of internal conflict, and that's his kind of point of view. And I really wanted to just emphasize this a little bit more, because when those initial spoilers came out, Kawaki was made out to seem like that he's like turning evil or something, and he's not. He doesn't, like, he has some reasoning for it, but a lot of it is just jealousy and not really to protect Naruto. Like, there was some little odd translations, but there were some accurate ones too. But that's mainly just because it was rushed for the leaks at the time. But now, since we have this, we can kind of see a little more of the reasoning why he's doing some of these things. And I'm not really justifying it, but it is good to see, you know, where he's coming from as a character. Ida then grabs Kawaki's face with both hands and suddenly starts to glow. An aura surrounds her as if a power has been activated subconsciously. And this is where the craziest part of the chapter happens. And this is the thing that everybody's just been talking about lately. If, they've been seeing these leaks. And 99% of people that I have seen love this plot twist. And I do too. And it's really got me intrigued to see what they're going to do going forward. So a huge light pretty much shoots up to the sky, and it's sensed by everyone on the hunt for Kawaki. So we're going to see pretty much a few panels of Shikamaru, Sasuke, Konohamaru, Mitsuki, Sarada, and so on. And pretty much what happens then is Ida is now floating in the air with Kawaki. We then get a few pages where we can see a chance occurring across the village. Why did I write that? I don't know why I wrote that. But pretty much we see this light go across the village, and then the planet as a whole pretty much is what happens. Kind of like a shockwave kind of thing. Boruto was wondering then what the light is, and then we get this panel which is hilarious, and we have Momoshiki just smirking like he knows something bad is happening or about to happen. Next, the sensory team finds Kawaki and Ida together, and one of the guys pretty much just simply asks them what they're doing here, and that's when Ida realizes that something is wrong and something is different. Shikamaru is then informed about Kawaki by the sensory team and is wondering why he's in such an area. He then senses Boruto and alerts the others about Boruto's location. Momoshiki then asks Boruto, we cut over to them, and he's asking Boruto how it feels to lose everything. Boruto asks him to explain what the hell is going on, because, obviously he's confused, he doesn't know. But Momoshiki's fully aware of what's going on here. Also, I do like that we're also getting a lot of switches in this chapter. Like, we're seeing a lot of different point of views going on, and I feel like a lot of characters are involved. I really feel like it's well-rounded on that end. So then we have Sarada and Mitsuki reach Boruto first. Boruto is confused to why they came back instead of going after Kawaki. Sarada is kind of confused as well. Mitsuki then tells Sarada to step back and ends up activating his Sage mode. He then tells Boruto, "You have completely pissed me off." The sensory team is also informed to not let Boruto escape. One sensory ninja asks Kawaki what happened to a scar on his eye, and he kind of just says, like, what are you talking about? And then Ida asks the sensory guy if they found Kawaki's dad yet. He says no, but Boruto is responsible. So this is where it really starts sinking in. Plot twist has happened. Kawaki Uzumaki exists now, and Boruto is pretty much in Kawaki's position, a rogue ninja technically based off the actions he just did. Mitsuki is then attacking Boruto. Boruto is dodging these attacks, but Sarada is trying to calm Mitsuki down while this is happening. Momoshiki then tells Boruto that everyone is after him now, and this is while he's on the run, by the way. He's dodging and talking to Momoshiki at the same time. And Momoshiki tells him that if he doesn't like it, his only option is to run away. And of course Momoshiki's loving all this, you gotta know that. Then we have some really, really good stuff of Momoshiki informing Boruto of Ida's true divine power. A power that she cannot control herself. Omnipotence. And there we go, that connects to the title. And it's pretty much a divine technique within a divine technique. I thought that was pretty cool. And this is said by Momoshiki to be a technique that God used while creating the world to begin with. So, I'm sure Otsutsuki's would kind of have the most idea of that. And he also said, like, hey, haven't you wondered, like, we Otsutsuki's have used this manipulation ability in the past, too, to change people's perceptions on things. So, pretty OP stuff, and that really is godlike. It really puts the Otsutsuki's in that light. And pretty much, Momoshiki says that it ended up being activated due to Ida's latent desire, and it resulted in the embodiment of Kawaki's desire. So Ida's latent desire was to protect Kawaki, pretty much, from what I got, because she didn't want him to die, and he was in a spot where he likely would have. And at the same time, I guess she probably wanted to make his wish kind of come true, right? And then this was Kawaki's deep down desire to be in, I guess, a swap position. So that leads me to the next point, where Boruto and Kawaki's positions have been reversed. So huge stuff there too. This chapter really went crazy with the twist. And I don't know how they're doing it. I really don't know how they're doing it. The last couple months have just been crazy for this manga. So now we're nearing the end. Kawaki tells Ida to tell Shikamaru that Lord Seventh is dead and died by Boruto's hands. This is the moment where I'm just kind of like, what the fuck is Kawaki doing? And I'm sure a lot of people are hating him now for doing this part, but this is his way of trying to get Boruto eliminated, because he's gonna come up with this fake story about Lord Seventh being dead and dying by Boruto's hands, hence making him a bigger target. But it is also important to note that Kawaki really just has him and Hinata sent to the other dimension of his. So only a few people are going to know that truth. So the village going forward, let's say Boruto escapes and they're going forward, we're going to have to see Kakashi maybe come back as Hokage, or we're going to have to see a new appointed 8th Hokage. There's no other option really at that point. And it'll be interesting to see where everything goes forward for sure. Moving forward, Momoshiki pretty much says that mankind's memories have been tampered with in the past as well, and the only people that are immune to this ability of tampering is the Otsutsuki and the caster. So in this case, Boruto, Kawaki, and Ida. And then for some reason in this case, which Momoshiki's thinking here, that Sarada is also as well not impacted here for whatever reason, and he's kind of puzzled to why on that one. So 4 people confirmed as of right now not impacted. Some people have some theories that maybe Sasuke is also not affected. Sasuke, if you look back, there is a panel where he's kind of like foreshadowing something like this, where he gave Boruto his headband, and it just shows you how smart of a character he is. But he's kind of, it seems like he kind of had an idea, and even if his memories were tampered, he may get it back. So there might be a little bit of hope for that. I also think Sumire may have her abilities as well, but we will see. Not her abilities, her memories, but that could be another possibility. So now pretty much to wrap it up, Boruto's pretty much an outsider. Meanwhile, Kawaki is now Kawaki Uzumaki. And that's pretty much how the chapter ends. And the big question is, what will Boruto do next chapter? How will things unfold? Is he going to try to make a case? Is he going to fight? Is he going to have to fight his way out of there? Is anyone going to be there standing for him, such as Sarada or maybe Sasuke or something like that? What is truly going to be happening? Things are getting pretty chaotic now. Naruto's out of the picture scene for the moment, and who knows, he really may be till the end of the show, or the end of the manga, but I don't know, they could go a few different routes with this. At the moment though, I don't know, I'm excited though to see where it goes. Hope you guys are too, and hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I am gonna cut over now to how to access the early chapter if you guys are interested in that. Alrighty, so if you are interested in accessing it early, all you're gonna do is hop on Twitter and you're gonna go on the search bar and you're just gonna type in OP scans. Pretty sure it stands for One Piece scans, because that's probably what they mainly do, but they have the chapter out early, and I'll show you it in a second. See, this is a colored version of that crazy panel as well. But here it is, officially out now. And you pretty much just click the link in their bio up here, and it should take you to their site where all the chapters they did early should be out. So if you do want to check that version out, feel free to do so. But definitely make sure you still support the official release. Also, if you are interested in reading the Dragon Ball Super chapter that just came out as well, also should be on there, it seems like. But yeah, they came through. They delivered a chapter early. It'd be cool if they did this every month. I don't know if they will, but if you are interested, definitely hit it up. Still support the official release, of course. And that's gonna wrap this one up. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Hope you guys have a good day or night whenever you guys are watching this video. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.